Okay. Today's video is gonna be interesting. Alright, and welcome back to the channel, buddy, and I hope you're doing fine, as always. So we have a new event coming. Well, basically the moment I can release this video, the event is out. So, Tide of Corruption. As always, timestamps in the description if you're only interested in specific topics. So here we go. So we're gonna explain first the new fall event. The event starts today, the 4th of October, and ends the 29th of November. So almost 2 months again. We will have a new wildcard, that is Dark Inferno. We will have new event-specific traits. Also some old ones are returning. We're gonna have a huge addition to our arsenal, so there will be lots of new guns, gun variations, and also there's gonna be a battle pass. And I would say we get this started. Okay, so first let's talk about Dark Inferno. Now, the Inferno, we had it already in one of the previous events. It will return, but now at night. There are a few things though that they changed. So first of all, visibility improved a little bit and the flames are less loud because they were absolutely deafening back in the days. And I played a few of these Dark Inferno maps and it seems that there is a little bit less fire too. If you get too close, you take fire damage. And the event flames can again not be entered. This is now important because now you're probably like, dude, why the hell do you think I would want to enter that fire? Because there are new event trains like Blazeborn and that heals you when you're in fire. So that's important. And keep in mind, explosives that get tossed into fire, they explode way quicker. All right, so we got this going. I would say we have a look at that. And here we go, welcome to Dark Inferno. We have again the smoke pillars, so sniping is gonna be fun on these maps. What I absolutely love though about this setting is you have a bit of a darker glow, a darker orange to the flames because it's at night. All in all, looks pretty amazing. Okay, next up we're gonna talk about the event points. I think this is important because, well, you need event points to get pledge marks to get the new traits, right? So how to get event points? It's like all the other events, honestly, but they increase the points that you get for each action. So event clue or rift is 10 points, boss banish is 12, token extraction is 30. Keep in mind, only the first boss banish in a match counts. So if you banish a boss, and then afterwards the second boss or Roger, you only get the event points, but you're not getting another pledge mark. You can get, I think it's 3 pledge marks at max during one mission, but we're gonna talk about it in a second. There are now these defiled altars that, you know, is your usual prop from the event, so you can interact with it, that gives you 6 points, or you just destroy it and that gives you 3 points. Looting a hunter is 12 event points, winning Soul Survivor mode gives you 30 event points, and the challenges, honestly, it depends on the challenge. Also for the Dark Tribute, the first Daily Mind Soul gives you 150 event points. Now we got this out of the way, and I would say we have a look at the traits. Well, that was a little bit of a lie. First I want to show you how an event clue looks like. Here we get 10 event points, very nice. And then we have one of these event props here. Keep in mind, they glow if somebody is close. Before we go into the traits though, you need some pledge marks. So how do you get them? There's multiple ways to get them. During one mission you can get in total 3 pledge marks. A hunter can hold up to 4 pledge marks total. And the source for the pledge marks, first one, you need to get event points. The moment you have 30 event points during a match, you get a pledge mark. Then looting the first hunter of a match gives you a pledge mark too. And banishing a boss gives you a pledge mark too. With boss, by the way, I mean the bosses and the wild targets. Roger. Okay, with that out of the way, let's have a look at Demented. That has 2 traits. The first one is Acolyte, costs 1 pledge mark. You get a random trait and some dollars with clues. That is kinda nice. In my first try, I'm gonna show you that in a bit, I actually got Doctor, Conduit, Resilience, and Necromancer. So that was quite worth it. Maybe there's a little bit of a trick that you can do. You just buy the cheap traits, so you cannot get them from the clues. And then you get all the expensive ones from taking the clues. Alrighty then. Also, if your teammate is using the clue, you get the trait as well. Then, next one is Remedy costs 2 pledge marks. We had it already the last event, and I'm super happy that it's back. So you kind of serpent a trait, and then you get a restoration effect. Restoration effect is basically a boss banish. Fully healed, all bars back. Not one, all of them. This is now a burn trait. This is interesting, because burn traits can now be stacked. So if you have 3 stacks of Remedy, because you spent 6 pledge marks over, I don't know, multiple matches, I guess, you can use this multiple times. That is nice. On top of that, if you use Remedy on a burn trait at a supply point, the burn trait does not disappear. That might be a nice little detail to know. Also, this is not a new trait. It's not really an event trait, but there is a buff for Ghoul the moment you're pledged to Demented. Damaging a boss heals a bit of health. Now, I would say we have a look at a few clips. Okay, first showcase is gonna be Acolyte, the 1 pledge mark point. So, we're gonna go for our first clue. Beautiful door opening with baseball bat. Half gets out of the way. As you can see, these traits right here will get now Doctor, and we got $50 for that one. So getting Doctor, that is pretty effing insane. Let's try it once more and have a look what we get on the second one. So here we go. This is actually my 3rd clue. I was lying. And this time, at first you think, oh, you got nothing there, but I got the pledge mark and it can only display 3 things. And you can see resilience popping up here right now. So that is quite some value for a single pledge mark. And here's the showcase of Remedy. So Remedy, up to 25 meters, you can interact with a trait and that will give you that restoration effect. I'm missing a bar that will come back, also fully healed. And this is what I meant. Your burn trait, Remedy that you have, will be gone. Exception, you have multiple stacks. But the trait, the burn trait that other people can pick up and you can pick up is still there and you can use it again with Remedy later. Okay, with this out of the way, let's have a look at the Infernal Pact. First trait, Blazeborn for 1 pledge mark. Whew, man, fire heals you and you can't catch fire. That doesn't mean it makes you immune to fire, because you still take fire damage. Now, I know this sounds confusing. I'm gonna show you in a clip what I mean with that. Charcoal damage still exists. So the charcoal effect builds up. You can actually lose a bar, but at the same time, you cannot catch fire. And the fire heals you. You will see in a second. Second trait, Rampage. That's a new one for 2 pledge marks. Killing a player triggers a restoration effect. So, if you're missing a bar, destroyed bar, this is important because otherwise Rampage will not trigger, and you kill somebody, Rampage triggers and heals you full and restores all bars. As far as I know, they said that in a death stream, there's also going to be a visual effect when Rampage triggers on a player. It's also a burn trait and you can stack that 3 times. Now, on paper this sounds crazy. In reality, as long as you're not missing a bar, Rampage is doing absolutely nothing. So let's see, if you can come back, if you get rest by a teammate or next to man, self-revive, and you can get a kill, boom, 100% efficiency again, plus a nice heal. Ooh, it sounds strong. Let's see. Always drop in the comment section what you think about the traits. I'm always curious about our first impression. Then, as I said, burn traits, they're here now, and Rampage is one of them, and you can stack that up to 3 times. Bloodless gets a buff from, you know, if you pledge to the Infernal Pact. Bleed stops after 1 tick. So if you get damaged by something that applies bleed, it ticks exactly once, and then it stops. This is important to mention that it ticks once, because a Nitro Shredder arm shot might still kill you, or if you get shot now by a Centennial, because the Centennial will get bleed rounds, it actually deals more than 125 damage now. So, I would say we have a look at a few clips again. Okay, first let's have a look at Blazeborn. So, you can see it heals quite quickly. I cannot enter the fire pillar there, so you cannot hide there, by the way. And the charcoal effect, yeah, it's not going very quickly, so I don't think soft skin is worth it to suppress it even more. And it can lead to some, very interesting interactions. For example, here our dear Immolator is kind of frustrated because he cannot kill us. So, well, we kill him, I guess. Sadly, I have no clip from Rampage, but for Bloodless, I have one. Here you go. So, the noodles, they tickle us, I get out of the water, the bleeding stops. What you can't see properly is that it stops after the first bleed take. So, let's play with this doggy here. And you can see he bites me once, it ticks once, and then it stops. This is amazing. And then the final pact is the Death Pact. So we have Witness for 1 pledge mark. The moment you use Darkside, you can see dead AI and players up to 75 meters. It's kind of like Instinct, but it's not. But it works similar. You will see in a clip how that looks like. Your health regeneration is also marginally increased when close to dead AI or players. Honestly, I didn't feel that one too much. I think this is just a little bit of a nice side effect, but the most important part is definitely that you can see dead AI and players. Nice for tracking. Yes, I know AI despawns, but as long as it didn't despawn, you can check with that where people are going and killing AI. Then we have Relentless. We know Relentless already for 2 pledge marks. No bar lost when you get downed. It's a burn trait, stacked 3 times. Easy to explain. And then Vulture gets a buff the moment you pledge to the Death Pact. For 1 pledge mark, a single bar is restored when looting a hunter. So after a fight, you're missing a bar, you have a pledge mark, you loot a hunter, bam, Vulture triggers, your pledge mark is consumed, and you get the bar back. Keep in mind, this is not a restoration effect, it's only restoring a bar. So it's not like I'm at 50 bar and I'm missing 4 small ones, I get 4 small ones back. No, you get only 1 small bar back. Let's have a look at that stuff. Okay, first we're gonna have a look at Witness for 1 pledge mark. So I'm killing a little bit of AI here. Then I'm using Darkside, and you can see these, beacons of light basically that tell you, hey man, something died here. The beacons stay active, and it also works with leeches. So that is kind of interesting. You can definitely see where people are going just by seeing the beacons pop up. Keep in mind, 75 meters is actually quite far. Then, here we go. I'm gonna pick up Relentless for 2 pledge marks. Nice, it's a burn trade, so it's still there because you can stack it 3 times. Now I'm gonna have a very unfortunate accident here. Yeah, that was great. And you can see that I still have all my bars. So the moment I'm gonna stand up here with Necromancer and Resilience, good as new. Now, quick summary, new event traits, the Demented Pact, Death Pact, Infernal Pact. There's also going to be Shadow. We're going to talk about that a little bit at the end, because Shadow comes back not as an event-specific trait. I personally think that Death Pact and Infernal Pact is what the solo players want to have, and right now I think Infernal is a little bit stronger than Death Pact. We will see how good Rampage will actually be in combat once we play it. The Demented Pact is nice for support, and I think definitely in teams there should be 1 dude because of Remedy. Alright, but that's it with the traits. I'm gonna make a separate video where I share a little bit more my thoughts. For now, let's have a look at that sweet, sweet arsenal stuff. And let's start with the baseball bat. So it's a small melee slot, it deals blunt damage, low stamina consumption, and, important, damage is less than the railroad hammer, but more than the dusters, and it only costs 20 bucks. So it's in the category of machete saber kinda-ish. And I have to say, dude, that one rocks. The one thing that I don't like about the railroad hammer, or hammers in general, is the long wind-up time, and the baseball bat does not have that. You one-shot immolators, so there you go. You also one-shot players, but we're gonna have a look at that right now. And here we go, close and personal with a baseball bat. Heavy attack to the torso absolutely demolishes people. You have to keep in mind that the heavy attack deals 153 damage to the upper torso. They can survive the moment they have horn skin, but it's very rare. You can 2-shot people. So that is pretty amazing. Yeah, this is a crap ton of fun. Sure, if you hit, like, you know, the legs, then they survive, but otherwise this thing absolutely demolishes. It also one-shots Immolator and does fairly well against I would say most of the AI, with a few exceptions, like for example Scrapbeak. Okay, but not just weapons, we also get some nice tools. The Derringer Penny Shot, a 2 penny shot shotgun shell Derringer. Yeah. So this one might be interesting. I think it's more of a meme thingy, but we will see. It has no penetration because penny shot. It's very good versus AI because penny shot. Maybe you can use this to farm meatheads because meatheads die super quickly to penny shot. And the nice thing, it's one of the changes with this patch, you can resupply the Derringers, both of them, now with ammo boxes. The regular Derringer, regular ammo box, and the penny shot Derringer, special ammo box, because, well, it's special ammo with penny shot. It's its own tool, because I know already people are typing in the comment section, does it mean I can play double Derringer? Yes, you can. You can play the regular Derringer for range, and you can play a Derringer penny shot for close range. Yeah, I can already see some meme builds coming up. That would be nice. It is not that cheap though, $72 for a Derringer. That's quite pricey. Let's have a look at that. Okay, and here we go. Here I am with my short barrel and my load is already sticking out and, yeah, let's just... Holy crap, this is... Well, that's quite a spread. That's what she... No, okay, Jesus Christ, Mike. Nice. I don't even want to know the range on that thing. Let's try it from a little bit further away. Wait, what? Well, didn't expect that one, to be honest. Okay, so you only have 2 shots with that thing. Oh my god. Okay, that maybe only killed because we're sending quite far away. So 6 meters is kill range. Well... Well, you need a shit ton of RNG for that one, though. Oh, yes, you do. But welcome to the Derringer Penny Shot worlds. Which it truly only works with basically point blank. I totally expected that one to survive, actually. So I'm not really the biggest fan of the Bornheim family. I still have Bornheim PTSD from the quick swap times, but here we go. Bornheim Silencer. Yeah, Bornheim gets a bit more ammo, if I remember this correctly. I think that's normally a 510, and it's now compact ammo 515. It has base ammo, duh. It has high velocity and incendiary. Yeah, that will be interesting. You can basically roleplay as, you know, James Bond. You take the old Nintendo Golden Eye soundtrack for the background music, and there you go, Bornheim Silencer clip montage. I have to do that. Nice. It's a bit expensive, as all Bornheims, with $174 compared to the base with $146. But yeah, keep in mind, silencers damage drop-off is even more severe, so yeah, let's have a look at that. Alright, and here we have the Bornheim suppressed. Iron sights are decent. Sway is kind of meh. And you have this beautiful clip reload. I like it. Of course, you're losing 1 bullet if you don't have bullet grabber. Okay, let's see how it performs at range. Okay, here we go. This is not super far away. We have a few targets that are, you know, reasonable distance. Let's try what we do with a body tap here. Yeah, 61. So you need a 3 tap with body shots here. Yeah. I mean, as expected, I would say. Can you even... 1, 2, and then 1 in the paw? Yeah, that's not enough. So 2 body taps and 1 arm. No, no. Oh my god, really? By 1? Well. Here you go. Science Bornheim, you can of course play the stool wheeling and have a little bit more fun. And here we go. Lots of people were waiting for this one. Uppercut Precision. It's the uppercut, but better. It's a 2-slot though. So there you go. Some people were thinking, hey, maybe it's a 3-slot, but no, it's a 2-slot. It has way less sway. I mean, makes sense because it has the stock with the precision. So it is nice. Played already a little bit, and that thing is stable and crazy. This opens up insane Quartermaster loadouts. Back in the days you played, or back in the days you still can do that, shotgun uppercut, because uppercut is basically a pocket rifle. Now you can play shotgun Quartermaster uppercut precision. And it's even more like a rifle. I don't know how to feel about this with the Mosin Operas being around. Sure, Mosin Operas, you have the clip reload, faster reload, blah blah blah, higher velocity, less damage drop off. But I don't know, the sway on the Mosin Operas is probably the #1 thing why not a lot of people are picking it. And the uppercut precision is like sway? What's that? I'm exaggerating now, but you get my point. There is one difference to the regular uppercut though, it has a slightly slower reload, but it's, I don't know, maybe a second or something like that. The one thing that kind of surprised me though was looking at the price tag. $425. The base version costs $414. So the uppercut precision is only $11 more expensive. Yeah, okay, we will see. Sure, you need Quartermaster for that, but I would say let's have a look at the clips again. Okay, here we go with the Uppercut Precision. And I have to say that thing, it just feels freaking awesome. So I'm standing here now, not even crouched, and sure you have sway, but this is, you cannot compare this to the regular one. Reload, honestly, I know from the stats that it's slower. If I'm reloading the full thing, honestly, that extra second or what it is, it doesn't really matter too much. Feels great. Looking forward what kind of builds we can build with this one. I hope you don't mind it that I'm always showing a few clips. It's not too long, but you know, they didn't show stuff in the dev stream, so I kind of want to do it for the people who cannot try the event yet. Next one. Uppercut Precision Deadeye. I swear to God, at one point the thing will have a silencer, it will have a chain ammo belt, it will have, I don't know, man. Pretty crazy. I want a bipod for that thing. I'm just kidding. Uppercut Sniper. Sniper, still just a Deadeye. 2-slot, works with steady hand. And that's kind of cool. If you type in the store steady hand, the Nagant Precision Deadeye pops up, and also the Uppercut Precision Deadeye. So if you want even less sway, you can play this one with steady hand. Keep in mind you also need Deadeye Scopesmith if you want to stay in scope while shooting that thing. Again, opens up insane Quartermaster loadouts, we had that point already, and it's not that much more expensive than a regular uppercut. $453 compared to the base with $414. Let's check that one out. Next up, I'm gonna play the Uppercut Precision Deadeye. I have here Steady Hand and Deadeye Scopesmith as traits. As you can see, this is decent. Keep in mind that Steady Hand is a trait that builds up over time. But yeah, this is very enjoyable. And this is coming from somebody who's not really a Deadeye player. Holy crap, but that might change with this beautiful baby. One thing that I would like to show though is that you do not have a big crosshair bloom. If you are close range and you only have the Uppercut Deadeye, I think it is quite valid to just hip fire that thing. Now I'm gonna probably eat my words though, or maybe I don't. Okay, now it's now it's getting a little bit scary. Please miss. Please. Holy crap. Yeah, so I think point proven. Oh my. Alright, okay, I'm did I not uninstall my hacks? And then one of my favorites actually from this patch, probably not during the event for a few reasons. Let's talk about that. Springfield Bayonet. In my opinion, this is a straight upgrade from the regular Springfield. Yes, it has a bit more sway, but honestly, who cares? That Bayonet is awesome. It also profits from stamina changes because they rework the stamina management, so you get one extra stab out of the bayonets, and that is sometimes important. It also gets high velocity. So you have a 690 meter per second projectile instead of 490 meter per second. This will be wide. But again, I think Springfield is the best with dum-dum ammo. And now you can tag them, and then they have to stop the bleed, and you charge them with the bayonet, and you just, you know, you poke them, and they die. That's great in video games. Also, it's dirt cheap. 54 bucks. I mean, the base is already cheap with 38 bucks. Bayonets, Springfield is just such a good budget thing. Sure, I think the bleed ammo is around 50 bucks, so you play 100? You pay 100, yeah, for the Springfield Bayonet, but I think it's worth it. And it's still great. Now, whew. So why am I not super happy right now? The thing is that a lot of people might play Bloodless together with the Infernal Pact. We talked about that already. That with Bloodless and the Infernal Pact, yeah, there is no bleed. So yeah, it ticks once, but that's it. I think once the event is over, we will see way more Springfield Bayonet, especially with the dum-dum rounds. Maybe during the event, try a little bit the high velocity, or try poison. Or you know what? Just try it with dum-dum. Not everybody is going to run it. Alright? Okay, let's have a look at that. Okay, and here we are now with the Springfield Bayonet. Man, I am looking forward to play that thing. Now, honestly, sway is increased. I'm doing right now nothing against the sway. Honestly, this is more than acceptable. Didn't need my words there. That is nice. Let's see what a torso shot does over there. So you have the typical medium ammo, quote-unquote long-range issue, that you're not having enough punch. But still with the bleed effect you can... Yeah, this guy probably can heal up. But you don't always have to play the dum-dum. We have now here beautiful high velocity. Let's see for a target that is a little bit further away. That should feel nice. Oh yeah, that is fast. I mean, duh. This is 690 meters per second. Might have missed the head there, but... This feels good, actually. Holy crap. Okay, I'm actually kind of surprised how good that is. And the usual bayonet stabbing, obviously it kills, but I just want to show the stamina consumption that it's way better now. Just don't hit them in the legs, you know. Preferably in the head. And maybe not in the arm either. And we're still not done. Let's have a look at the Berthier Marksman. So the Berthier Deadeye is already, well, actually the only Deadeye that I can play, and it's not absolute garbage. It's also crazy that you have now a double custom ammo sniper. Yeah, sure, there's the Sparks, there's the Martini, there's the Springfield, but they're all single shot, right? And the Berthier has 3. I know, quick math, 3 times is better than once, but hey, here we go. So you can, for example, go with Spitzer ammo for that juicy headshot, and then if you want to have your life a little bit easier, you switch to regular ammo and then body tap them once they're losing a bar. Keep in mind, if you are unlucky, the Spitzer runs do not one tap people with a body tap, because Spitzer ammo, more penetration, higher velocity, but less damage. I think this might be nasty, but I would not play the Berthier without bullet grubber. Let's have a look at that. Okay, here we go. We have a beautiful Berthier Marksman with Spitzer ammo and incendiary rounds. Honestly, there's not much to showcase. I think you know how the guns work. Keep in mind, if you're swapping the ammo, you don't need bullet grubber. But reloading with only shooting a single bullet, that truly hurts. But when you do this right here, with just swapping the ammo is fine. If you don't have bullet grubber, it just takes a while. So bullet grubber is only for the reloading part. It can be quite nice. I'm curious how often I will actually use this. And here comes the gun that will break Hunt Showdown. Hunt that. Well, we will see. Vetterli Cyclone. It's a semi-auto rifle. So when people always ask me, Mike, what do you want to see added to the game? And I'm always like, please no more semi-auto or full auto weapons. They're insanely hard to balance, and most of the time there is so much complaining about these guns that... But let's see, with a Vetterli, Yeah. The one thing that we already see is the ammo. So you can have 3+1, so 4 bullets in the rifle and 20 spare. That thing shoots freaking fast. Be careful when you reload. Try not to empty that thing completely before reloading, because you have a spring mechanism and that increases the reload time by quite a bit. Yeah, you will see a clip in a second. It also has more recoil. The sway, surprisingly, is the same. So sway between regular Vetterli and Vetterli Cyclone, identical. You have a bigger crosshair spread though. That's one thing. Now, price tag, $535 compared to the base Vetterli with $105. And this is exactly what I meant. Balancing by price is always bad because a few people do not care about money and you're only hitting the people that struggle with money. Anyway, yeah. But it's the same kind of with the Dolch right now. I would not say the Dolch is worth its money. So I would say, let's have a look at a few clips. And Cyclone, so let's see how that one works. It kicks quite a bit, but you get used to it. And here you see this spring mechanism. So you load in 3 bullets. Bam. And then you need to load in 1 more. You can avoid the spring mechanism by doing a reload before the thing is completely empty. There you go. Makes the reloading, of course, way faster. Hip fire of the thing. Not the best. You have to keep in mind that I'm really, really close right now. So I emptied the whole thing. Of course, I need to do the spring reload. And bam, the last one to top it up. Let's try that baby a little bit at range. And here we go. I'm crouched right now. You can see it on the bottom left. And you have the typical issue with the Vetterli iron sights being kind of awkward. And it kicks noticeable. There's guns that kick harder, obviously. So the moment you get used to these iron sights, and of course a rather slow bullet with 410, maybe you want to put FMJ on it, then it's really slow. It's gonna be weird, especially torso shots. Yeah, they perform great if you actually hit your target. Duh. And then again, you really need to get a feeling to shoot only 3 times with that, and only the 4th one in emergent situations, or if you think you can finish somebody off. And here's a typical medium ammo thing. Yeah. I like it though. I wonder how often we will see this thing, or if we will get the same judgment, maybe like the Dolch. Way overpriced for what you get. Drilling is also one of these guns where they went hard on the money, and I don't think you actually get the full value of that. Let's try the Cyclone today in the stream and see what we can do with that. Yeah, and that was the Vetterli Cyclone. Probably the gun that I will play today quite a bit, because I want to review that first. Now, new custom ammo. Well, it's not really new, but they labeled it new during the death stream, so I'm gonna do that as well. More guns will have more custom ammo that already exists. So we have the Scotfield, that one will get now Dum Dum and High Velocity. The Springfield, we mentioned it already, will get High Velocity. The Winfield Centennial will get Dum Dum. And that is kind of crazy, because one of the drawbacks for the Winnie Centennial was, or is, that it cannot one-tap you with a missing bar, because it's not dealing over 125 damage. Now with Dum Dum, different story, because once the bleed ticks, yeah, goodbye. Good night. So that will be interesting. It will probably, for me personally, not increase the pick grade on the Winfield Centennial, but I know that there are a few Centennial lovers out there, and I hope you will enjoy that. Then, one thing that I'm not too happy about is Nagandan Officer get Dum Dum too. That also means that the Officer Carbine will get Dum Dum ammo. And I don't think I will be looking forward to that. So Infernal pack that is for me all the way together with Bloodless, during the event at least. So, again, feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. I love reading that. Okay, so we talked about this. There is something else though. And remember when the Beetle came out and everybody was like, oh my god, the Beetle. Beetle. Showdown's dead. Nobody's playing the game anymore. Guess what? Another Beetle is coming, the Fire Beetle. That thing explodes in a ball of fire. It does not leave fire on the floor door. Floor door? The floor door. Oh, Jesus, it's late. So yeah, it does not leave fire on the floor, and it interacts with the environment like regular fire. So if you have a downed player, or you have a barrel, red barrel, yellow barrel, or there's some oil on the floor, or a living player, you explode and you set it on fire, right? Very simple, very straightforward. They are slower than other beetles. Now you're like, oh, that is nice. Wrong, because the other two beetles are getting a speed buff. So I think the Fire Beetle has the speed from the beetles right now, and the other beetles got a slight speed buff. Okay, whew. That's it for that stuff, but there is more balancing adjustments around the corner. My dear lords, the Flash Bomb got nerfed hard. So first of all, let's go through the bullet points. New animation and sound. The prep time is increased, so you can't instantly toss it. They reduced the flash intensity, so you don't have this bright screen anymore. It's kind of a gray. I like that one, actually. They could have done it before. Bulwark reduces the duration of the flash bombs. And it's kind of funny. This is a quote from the developer slides, I think. Bulwark does not reduce the duration. It absolutely kills the flash bomb. You have one flash, like literally you blink and it's gone. You will see in the clip in a second. Keep in mind though, the enemy, the guy tossing the flash bomb, will not get a hit marker the moment you have Bulwark. You know, it would be kind of sucky when you try to push shotgun people hiding in a building. You toss a flash and you hear the sound effect that they get hit by a flash bomb, but there's no hit marker. Then you know that these guys have Bulwark, and then you should probably not push because they will see you and blast your face off. Alright, and also it can only be purchased between missions. So you can't find it in toolboxes, you can't find it in towers, you cannot loot them. There you go. So I think Flash Bomb dead. I know a lot of people enjoy this. I personally think they went overboard, and I'm gonna show you why. Okay, let me show you the Flash Bomb changes. So everybody put on your sunglasses because this is gonna be the old Flash Bomb. Yep, that's bright, that is annoying, that is honestly not a lot of fun. Let's have a look at the new Flash Bomb though. So you can already see that we have this new priming animation with the new sound effect and everything. We're gonna wiggle wiggle. Bam, and we have now this grayish, whitish screen, which is actually kind of nice. And this is the new Flash Bomb together with Bulwark. Yeah, okay, yeah. So, yeah, you kind of see what I mean. So, I get it. Nerfing the Flash Bomb or adjusting the Flash Bomb, fine by me. I'm not playing it that much, so I don't care. But all of that, maybe a bit much. But hey, you know what? Maybe the crying stops now and the non-stop complaining, and I might enjoy my streams a little bit more. That would be nice, so we're all happy. That's good. Then more changes. Health and stamina changes. We mentioned already one or two things, so let's dig into that one. Regen shot matches regular regeneration. Now, one downside of the regen shot is that it is healing you slower than your normal regeneration would. So, yeah, that is kind of, Now it matches that. So, regen shot buff, which I'm actually okay with. I always think that a regen shot is kind of meh. More expensive now though, plus 20 bucks. With the stamina changes, you can do now one more melee attack with any melee attachment. So if you have brawlers, talons, bayonets, riposte, it doesn't matter. You can do one more melee attack. Same with not just the weapon attachments. If you play with the railroad hammer or the combat axe, you get one more attack of that. It's kind of a passive nerf for world weapons. So the world weapons like the wooden axe or the regular hammer, they can do one less attack now. There you go. But that's not it with the changes. Dang, dude, new trait and changes. So, mentioned already, new burn trait, Shadow. I didn't mention it earlier because this has nothing to do with the event. This is just a patch thing, alright? Shadow will be after the event too. And that is kind of nice, honestly. However, you can only find it during a mission. You either find it somewhere lying around or from a meathead. It's also a burn trait, so it stacks up to 3 times. Whew. So if you get downed, Shadow gets burned. You stand up again, you get revived, you still have Shadow maybe. So that is kind of nice, honestly. I like Shadow. I don't think Shadow is OP, and it's a nice quality of life. You can even stack that now on all the other event things, which might be quite crazy, but hey. There's one thing that I do not like about these changes, but it might be justified, and I'm just biased because I always pick it. And that is Conduit. Conduit gives you 5 minutes of stamina, but only for you. Now it gives you only 3. But it works for the whole team. I think it still heals you, it's just the stamina changes. And it's also more expensive now. It costs 5 trade points up from 4. 3 minutes is not much. This might be the tipping point for me to go back again to Greyhound and Determination combo. Maybe not during the event, because your trade slots are limited. And it's always difficult to get all the trades that you want. Whew, yeah, also because I think I will hear it in the comment section, no death cheat during this event, which I personally kinda like. Okay, but that's still not it, because we have another thing that gets added to this, and that's gonna be custom ammo changes. But you know what, I decided to show you the region shots really quick, so I did a little bit of recording here. I'm gonna show you the new region shot at the top. I'm just falling from a very high tower. Then we have the region shot together with Vigor in the middle, and then we have the old region shot at the bottom. And you can see that is quite the pleasant change. Okay, we are almost through with the video. I know it's a long one. So we have new custom ammo boxes. I will have one right here. You can find them in the world at supply points, I think, but even randomly, if I understand this correctly. You have some for bullets, some for shotgun shells, some for bolts and arrows, and they let you swap your ammo. So 2 things why this is nice. First of all, you can go into the match without any custom ammo, and you hope you find them. Or maybe you need to switch them because people are bunkered down in a wooden barn, right? But you run penny shot. You know that there are slugs around the corner in this new custom ammo box. You go over there, you pick up the slugs, and you can actually wallbang people when you see them through the cracks. That is nice. If I understood it correctly, you can also switch ammo when you have 2 special ammo guns. For example, when you run the sparks with fire and poison, you have the fire equipped and you use the ammo box and you're swapping the fire ammo. If you're playing only poison sparks and you swap the ammo, you switch complete ammo pool. So I think you cannot switch from single ammo pool to split ammo pool, and you cannot go from split ammo pool to single ammo pool. Whew, there we go. That's it though. I tried to compress all that info as good as possible. I don't think I mentioned everything. There's 1 or 2 minor things. Check the description. There should be the patch notes, or I will put the patch notes over there the moment I have them. All right. I have 1 more chapter, I think, and we're gonna talk a little bit about a first impression of this patch/event. Okay, we're almost done with the event. I just want to showcase really quick what you can get from the Battle Pass, which is part of the event. I'm gonna put a list of levels and the costs in the description below, and maybe even in the pinned comment. Alright, so if I don't mention right now what the Battle Pass costs, and the Premium Battle Pass, and when you get like a premium unlock and when not, this is just a showcase here. You can check that in the pinned comment and description below. So first of all, you get the baseball bat, very nice, and again we have story. I'm not gonna show that because it would be a spoiler. Throwing axes, probably my new favorite because they're amazing. Then we get BB's back, awesome. Here we have already the Springfield Bayonet, very early unlock, and would you look at that? I love this dude. A new crossbow, a black one. Ooh, yes, for better bush camping I assume. I like this. Then again, story. Berthier Marksman is also surprisingly early with level 9. And then you get this right here. Centennial Dum Dum at level 10. Again, this will be interesting. And might be a little bit annoying at the beginning. Well, let's see, dude. Centennial Love is okay. Then again, more story. We have here the legendary baseball bat. I like it. That's the one that you saw in all the clips. Here's Derringer with the penny shot. It is quite something, I have to say. Again, more story. Vetterli Cyclone here. There is no skin for that yet. Then we get some beautiful charm unlocks. I know a few people don't care about these, but this one looks super nice with the scarab here. This is a scarab. Normally they don't have these horns, these scarabs, right? Normally in different Beetle. Whatever. They call this the jeweled scarab, and it's a jeweled scarab, okay? More story, and then we get Springfield High Velocity. Absolutely crazy. 690 meter per second. Jesus. Pallbearer's Crutch. Yep, there you go. That is Berthier Marksman legendary skin. Also in black. We have some fancy colors today. Again, we talked about this already. Call for conversion. Uppercut Precision. 21. So if you buy the premium battle pass, I think you're very close to already unlocking this one here. This is not me advertising anything, by the way. Alright. And of course, we need a legendary skin for the Derringer with penny shot. Interesting. More BBs, more story. Here we go, the Burnt Marshal. I don't know if there's some Warhammer people out there, Warhammer 40k. Right? I'm getting some Warhammer 40k vibes from that boy. I like it. Then we have Nagant Dum Dum ammo. Interesting. Then we have the Fire Beetle. Oh my god. It's only a small explosion, so we will see about that one. Again, more story. Then we have another weapon charm here. Okay. Scotfield High Velocity. Here we go. There's the Silence Bornheim. Pretty late with 31. More BBs, more story. Then we get the Uppercut Precision Deadeye with 34. That is also pretty late. Then this right here is a weak stamina shot. We have already a legendary skin for the big stamina shot. Nagant Officer Dum Dum ammo. Officer Carbine with Dum Dum ammo. Boy, I'm gonna have nightmares. More story. And then we have a Nagant Precision legendary. Taste of Salvation. It looks pretty cool. I played it already a little bit in the clips from the first person perspective. You don't see much from that actually. Then we have the Scotfield Dum Dum ammo, more BBs. We have more story. Then we have another weapon charm, the Siege Bond. Okay. Here we go. That one is maxi. Springfield Bayonet legendary. Yeah, after the event. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna play it earlier. More story, more BBs, more story. Here we go. There's our James Bond skin. Lovely. With a moth here. Nice. Dude, the legendary skins, I'm surprised that they can still pull it off, that they fit the game and they're not like pink or fluorescent green. More story, more BBs. We're getting to the end here. We have an Uppercut Precision Deadeye, the Steady Amber. I like this metal here. Like the hammered bronze. That looks really freaking nice, dude. Love it. And we have then here the Butcher's Cleaver. Yeah, the Butcher's Weird Cousin. I don't think we will see that one too often, but what do I know? I will probably take one of the Scrapbeak-inspired hunters that are in an upcoming DLC. Or maybe they release it with the event. I actually don't know. There's just too much stuff going on. And then the bonus! Oh, there we go. We have this one here. Scrapbeak Snakes, Argent Crown. Brains of lost hunters are rumored to be in the land of the dead. They've been flashed into silver, hardened into mazes, into roosts. It's said a soul raven can be seen perched on them as it patrols the marshes of its endless bayou. Oh my god. So there you go. This is the showcase of it. And there are also some new BB hunters. Maybe I can show them really quick as well. Recruit a hunter, legendary hunters. We go all the way over here. And again, you can see it already. Some of them get bonus points. Some of them are pre-pledged. So when you recruit your hunters, be careful with that. You might otherwise have a weird surprise. There we go. So these are from the event. I actually don't have all hunters lately. The Waldmann and the Scarecrow with 1,000 and 1,500 BBs. Yeah, okay. Jesus Christ. Here. Total bio, you can read it for yourself, take a screenshot. I'm done with reading and the video is already long enough. One more thing, personal opinion. Let's go. I just love it how I'm randomly floating there with the legendary hunters, but what are you gonna do? Personal opinion. So, I'm gonna do a more in-depth video about the traits soon, maybe a first impression, and then after a week, which one is the strongest or what I think is the strongest. Right now, the event first impression looks good. Nothing too amazing. Lots of stuff is coming back that we already saw. Inferno is coming back. Not as loud as before. I'm not a fan of that because even if it's regular burning, people can crouch up to you and shoot you in the back with the Romero, and sometimes that will happen and might get annoying very quickly. We had it at least in the past, so I need to play Inferno quite a bit to judge that. Second thing, man, dude, I think the event will be good, but let me rant a little bit. I hope that it's not gonna be 90% of the maps Dark Inferno. It was too much last Inferno, it was too much the last event. Please do not put it, at least it feels like 80-90% we only got rain at the beginning of the event. Why? Well, at least, you know, when they merged the contracts, not at the beginning of the event, but when they merged the contracts it was still so much freaking rain. And you have just a few loadouts that are not fun to play during heavy rain, be it Dragon Breath or Incendiary rounds. And they might even be annoying to play this time with the Inferno pact that makes you immune to fire, immune to poison when you have an antidote shot, and with Bloodless you're immune to bleed as well, at least after the first tick. I'm not a fan of having auto counters, like you don't have to do anything and stuff gets countered. That is kind of, yeah, well played, I guess. That feels a little bit weird. And again, I think the Death Pact or the Infernal Pact, and I think right now, after first impression, the Infernal Pact will definitely make the race here. I think, and then definitely. You know what I mean. The first one will be good with team play because you need Remedy to heal your teammates and restoring bars. This is super important. And it is also really good because you get a crazy amount of traits when you run this. But Uppercut Precision, Uppercut is already pretty nasty, so Uppercut Precision will... There's one thing that I would like to remind people every time there's something new. Everybody plays it, okay? That does not mean it's OP. People just wanna try the new stuff. Super important. We had it with the Beetle, we had it with the bow, we had it with everything. Just keep your cool. Then we're gonna have a look at it, then we're gonna play, and if it sucks, then we get the torches and the pitchforks. Okay, video is long enough. First impression, here we go. Maybe we do something in a week or two when we get a bit more PvP feeling for this beautiful game, Hunt Showdown. And that's it for today. I'm tired and I have to stand up. Okay, should not have checked that because the event starts today and I am really hyped for that one. Almost as hyped as for my Patreon wall right here. You guys, as always, rocking it. I thank you guys so much for supporting me over on Patreon. Thank you for watching. Now go over to your Steam library, click Hunt, play the event, and have fun. That's an order. I see you on the next one. Until then, have a good day, and bye-bye.